You're watching AwJiz Boys Show.
Hey folks, need a quick home upgrade? Whether it's a full kitchen transformation or just tweaking a bit of cabinetry, we've got the perfect recommendation for y'all.
That's right, Dauood. If you're in the Bay Area, you have to check out Elite Cabinet Installations. They offer a range of services, including demolition and removal. Got old cabinets that need to go? Their expert team has got you covered.
And it doesn't stop there. Elite Cabinet Installations also excels in cabinet installation and modifications. If your new fridge doesn't fit your old setup, they can adjust that for you, ensuring everything looks seamless.
Plus, they'll throw in a sweet deal for our listeners. Listen, AwJiz Boys out there, you'll get an additional 10% off your next project, and all consultations are free.
So whether you're looking to completely overhaul your kitchen or just need some adjustments to your current cabinets, Elite Cabinet is the team to call.
Visit their website at elitecabinetInstall.com/AwJiz. AwJiz is AwJiz to check out their work and schedule your free consultation. And now, let's
Get back to our show.
So I found out you used to work at the bank. What was that like?
You didn't know I worked at the bank?
I did not know this at all.
Until just like right now?
Until almost right now, maybe like a couple seconds ago, 45 seconds ago.
Yeah. I used to work at the bank. It was terrible. I hated it.
And how long did you do this for?
5 years.
Oh my God, bro. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
So were
I'm
you...
so bad with money. It makes no sense.
Well, it makes sense. You were at the bank.
Yeah, exactly. I'm if you want your money mismanaged,
Got you.
hit me up, dude.
So did you see like random people that look broke as fuck, but then they walk in and you check their like,
Yeah.
So much
Yeah. It's usually the opposite.
oh,
Where people are like, this guy's probably rich. And then you see his account, like, damn, this guy's poor as shit.
damn.
But yeah, there's a lot of, you see, it's interesting to see like old people with no money. It's kind of scary.
Damn.
But it's also the amount of old people who just get scammed. Because nobody goes to a bank anymore unless you're like 65.
That's true.
Like a mortgage loan or something.
For sure.
But it's just old people getting scammed all day at the bank. Like,
The bank?
no, like they're at the bank because they're like, hey, my uncle just won $1 million. I've never met him, but he wants to send me money. What's my routing? I'm like,
Oh no.
bitch.
Yes.
This is not how it works.
Got it.
So
They never say like, oh, I know this African prince in Nigeria.
no,
and they need this.
they're mostly white, so they didn't trust.
They don't trust the
African
Nigerians.
prince, yeah.
Got it.
If it was like a Swedish prince,
Yes.
but they would have taken.
They would believe in that.
That's the problem Nigerians aren't thinking about,
Ah.
right? They don't expect just the racism. I think Nigerian princes only fool minorities.
I guess, yeah, because we're like, damn, Africans. Yeah, we know them. They're rich.
Yeah,
They're rich.
they roll with us.
Yeah.
White person's like, I'm not getting nothing from no African.
Yes.
Fool me once.
Are there? But now,
They're still paying reparations for that.
oh, my goodness. Are there? Is there any?
No, they've never actually paid.
Got it.
It was more like a metaphorical. They should pay reparations.
They should. They should. I mean, they should give them some land and then just kick out some other people.
Yeah.
What land would they give them?
Palestine, obviously.
I was gonna say Atlanta. Like, what land could we give black people? And it's like they're like, we'll take it.
Yeah, it's a good. I think Montana is fun.
Give Montana.
I don't think there's any black people in Montana.
Like, give like Dakota. No, I'm talking about like places they want. They're like, dope.
Oh, if they want. Yeah, I guess they'd take Atlanta.
They'd take-
They already took Atlanta.
They did.
Have you been to Atlanta?
I mean, I thought trans people took Atlanta.
Black trans run Atlanta.
Dang.
All right.
I mean, that's the combination. It's a winning combination.
Black trans?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
You know what's funny? I just realized you never see black trans athletes in sports. It's mostly white trans athletes.
Yeah.
Well, it's mostly because like they're swimmers. That's racist. Okay.
Why is that? Oh, that's hilarious. No, there could be other things. I just think maybe like black athletes grew up like always dominating. They're like, we're sick
They
of
didn't
this.
need to transition
They did
to win.
transition. They were, even the girls were beating the guys.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
They were just like, why do I need to prove this to myself?
Yeah, I don't need to transition.
Yeah.
I'll just win in the sport that I was born in.
Exactly. Basketball.
Okay. Basketball, yes.
Yeah.
And
So you were a banker
I was a banker.
and you liked any part of it?
No, I liked that I did nothing all day. It was a very
Okay.
chill job. I was on my phone. I was just chilling. I kept getting promoted.
Oh, that's okay. Then you were doing. If you're there for 5 years, you must have been
My
good.
manager loved me.
Okay, man, woman.
Lady.
Does that
Indian lady.
affect your performance when your manager is a male or a female?
No, my performance is non-existent.
Okay,
Either way,
got it.
I'm zero effort.
Who will appreciate you more, a woman or a man, as a manager?
I am loved by both.
Really
My manager before the bank was FedEx, and that guy also loved me.
awesome.
And I wouldn't show up for days, and he'd be chill with it. He'd be like, "What have you been like? Stand-up comedy." And he'd be like, "Okay."
It's like living the dream, living
Exactly.
the dream. I like this guy.
But then this Indian lady, it wasn't a high bar. I was the only one who spoke like perfect English and knew how to use the internet.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's just
Wait,
old.
were you working in the 80s?
No, it's just old Middle Eastern ladies.
Got
like
it.
Me,
Is this a famous bank? Like, would I know this
Wells
bank?
Fargo,
Oh my
the
god!
most famous. Bank.
Wow.
Yeah, the Fargo, dude.
Wow.
And just nobody knew how to do anything, so it was easy to get promoted because like
You
the
were that
customers
guy.
liked me
Got it.
because I spoke perfect English.
That's amazing.
That was the only reason I got. they're like,
What
"Wow,
did the other people do that like set the bar so low?
just complicate everything? It's wild, bro.
So you're like the problem solver at the company.
Dude, they were like, Dauood, how do I set this page to my favorites? I'd be like, this is what I'm here for, baby
Yeah.
boy. This is what I'm here for, manager. Here you go. This is how you send an email to everybody. You reply all. That's what I'm teaching them.
Isn't that crazy? Because
Yeah,
even you working at the bank, you turned into tech support,
always.
and all brown people are always tech support.
We're always tech support. And
can never
they
get away.
just keep promoting me, and I did nothing. I met none of my goals.
Yes.
I accomplished nothing. I was just liked by everybody,
Awesome.
and that just got me as far as I needed.
Was this a full-time role?
Full-time role. I was doing stand-up too, but I was doing full-time.
Why did you quit?
COVID.
Yo, this is recent.
Yeah,
Kind of,
it
right?
was like 4 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
COVID happened, and then I've talked about this before on other podcasts, but I'll tell you right now.
Sure,
I
thank
pretty much just, I think, I don't know if I can get in trouble for this. I'll say it, whatever.
Sure. You stole money.
No, kind of.
Okay.
It's like wage theft more than just like stealing money.
Oh, wage theft. I feel like
Everybody does
everyone
wage
does
theft.
that.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So what happened is I got promoted
Okay.
again.
Okay.
And this promotion, I need to take like certain tests to be so I can like recommend like insurance products
Got it.
and mutual funds and shit like that.
Okay. Cool.
So I need to take like Series 7, Series 6, all these like fucking complicated things.
I'm
But
with
I
you.
found out it's 3 months to study for each test
I see.
or 2 months for each test,
Sure. Sure.
right? And you do it at home.
Mhm.
So I'm technically working from home for 2 months studying.
Got it. Got it.
I had moved to LA
Already
at this
point.
time.
Yeah.
So I was getting paid by them to study for a test for a job in the Bay, which I had no intentions of ever coming
But
to.
technically, you're still doing your part.
I'm still doing my part. Technically, I'm not doing anything.
No.
So the first time when I realized also, if you fail the test, you get 3 tests,
Mhm.
each 2 months apiece. If you fail each one,
Yes.
you get a shot. You get 2 shots at each of them. And that gives you another 2 months of each.
That's great.
So I would fail the first one,
Awesome.
pass the second one.
Nice.
That's 4 months of pay
Yes.
on my new promotional rate.
Well done.
Take the second one, fail it, take it again, pass it.
Is it the same exam?
There's 3 different exams.
Oh, okay. No, I mean like the test that you fail when you had.
Not word for word. It's
Ah.
like you have to go to like a legit testing facility. And it's
Sure.
like they make it difficult. It's
Okay.
not like you can scam it. Pass it the second time.
Awesome.
That's like, what is that? That's 8 months of just, you know what I'm saying?
Chilling.
Yeah,
I think.
chilling. And then the final test comes, failed it again.
Yes.
And then I called in and they're like, Dauood, it says you failed. And I told them I passed.
Yeah.
So I could keep getting paid.
Nice.
They're like, okay. And then like a week later, he goes, hey, it says you failed. And then I just blocked my manager and thing and it just disappeared. Stopped showing up.
Did you think about just putting, I don't know, like a 2-week notice or something like that? You just kind of.
No, because my cousin misinformed me. He told me I could get unemployment
Yeah,
if I get fired, but not if I quit.
that's true.
So I was trying to force their hand to fire me.
And what did they fire you?
They did fire me, but the reason was job abandonment.
Oh,
and you don't get unemployment for that.
Whoa.
So I got bit in the ass at the end because of my cousin's information.
What advice would you give to any Afghan that wants to be a banker?
It's so easy, dude. Just learn the English and be friendly. That's it.
Okay, minus the
easiest job in the
friendly
entire
one.
world. Huh?
So minus the friendly thing, they just got to be.
You gotta be friendly, dude. That's really what it is. If you're friendly to your coworkers and the customers, you'll go far as fuck, dude. Because there's so much drama at every workplace I worked at. People are just like, they're all fighting each other, and I'm just like minding my own business. Everybody loves me because I'm just like,
isn't it fighting or fucking?
It's fighting or fucking.
That's what it is usually. All companies.
And I do neither. I'm not happy to be there. I'm barely there.
Nice.
Mentally, which makes people like you because they're like, oh, this guy's too cool to talk to us.
Yeah.
I was. I would never go. We're having dinner tonight. The whole company. I'm like, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not going.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck Wells Fargo.
Got it.
But it made me realize, like, if I was less of a good person, scamming old ladies, billion dollar industry.
I thought a lot about scamming in the past.
Yeah.
But then I thought about what kind of person I am.
I don't want to scam. Especially old ladies. If I'm scamming someone, it's gonna be kids.
Don't scam anybody, because it's the Afghan moral clause that comes out like.
Have you ever bought a car from an Afghan?
No.
Exactly, bro.
Yes.
I don't. The moral clause of being an Afghan in sales, sketchiest human being on the entire planet. All right, I have bought cars from cousins of mine who have upsold me.
Oh man,
all right,
that's a shame.
Yeah, so I don't know about this Afghans don't scam thing.
Yeah,
they fucking do.
Oh man,
they're the worst. I've been told my entire life not to do business with them. So you know, I have fought that urge because I love Afghans and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
That's kind of good advice.
2 times.
I've been told that as well by
We're
everyone.
People, dude.
Oh man,
I don't like it. I think it's just like
I think it's like for yourself, like you're like every man is out for themselves.
Yeah, it's it's so interesting because we're such a like tribal thing.
Yeah.
But it's also like when you come to the States, it's like
exactly.
It's like
diaspora.
Yeah.
Like you're on your own.
You're on your own, dude.
But hey, who are we? We're the AwJiz Boys.
We're the AwJiz Boys. Dauood and Kane.
Hey guys, welcome to our show.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, it is nice to be back. I thought a lot about a lot of things in the past.
You thought a lot about thinking?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I thought about thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are things popular?
Why are things popular?
Why are things just popular in general, right?
Yeah.
Like recently, the Sosada sisters, they made this show.
Recently. It was a while ago, but okay. Well, yeah.
A year ago?
Really? Okay.
A year is like last summer, if you think about it.
Damn. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I remember it being a big deal.
Yeah. So it was a pretty big deal. People were talking about it, but I don't think it got renewed for a second season or anything. But it became popular because, or like in the community at least.
Did it?
Enough. Not enough for them to add another season because no one subscribed to the Hulu thing. They were just streaming it in other places.
And they also, as Afghans do, they probably got the free subscription for a month or 7-day trial.
Exactly.
With the email, and then, moved
just to watch it. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you got the Disney or the Hulu and you're like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah. You don't need to do the whole thing.
But I thought it was interesting. I
loved it. Okay. I didn't love it. It wasn't for me.
It wasn't for me either. It wasn't for men, but it was definitely for Afghan women. Loved it.
Yeah, there was no positive Afghan male role models in that entire show.
Was there any male?
There was one guy. He seemed nice, but he seemed a little cucky.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Isn't that guy who was like all over the other sister for like one episode, and everybody's like, "Yo, why is your sister on his lap?"
No, that's the buff white guy.
Yes.
No, not him. He's not Afghan representation. He was the only...
I thought he was just like, what is it, a convert or a revert?
Revert? Yeah, one of those reverts.
Revert Afghans.
You don't revert to Afghan.
He was always Afghan. That's how they sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you converting to? Afghan? Not even a religion, just Afghan.
Just whatever. I'll take it.
No, yeah, that was just a buff white dude. I fuck with that guy, but...
He made the show for you?
Yeah, I was like, finally.
Got it.
Representation.
Where it matters.
Yeah, a white man.
But no, I don't remember the guy who was the cuck.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, exactly, because he was barely in it. He like brought tea to them, and he was like one of the husbands.
Okay.
Of like one of the older sisters.
I see. Okay, I thought the older sisters were more in lock, and it was just the younger sisters that were wild and.
Yeah. He was like a lawyer. He's like a normal Afghan guy.
Okay.
He just, I don't know. I didn't mean to call him a cuck. He just seemed soft.
You're making it worse. Yeah, the guy's like, I kind of like cucks. Soft.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's a bitch.
Oh.
Right? He's a fucking piece of shit. Nah, I don't know anything about this poor guy.
Wait, what's an insult for a guy? Like an Afghan insult?
It's all like just calling him gay.
Yeah, calling him
I'm
gay.
just trying not. I literally had the whole time.
Outside of calling him gay, what's another insult that you could... Like, I know tamba, which means lazy.
Lazy? Yeah,
That's kind of an insult, but it's also a word, right? So what's another word that you could insult someone like?
It's all gay stuff, bro.
Shit.
Or talking about like screwing his mom or his grandma or something.
Here's what I'm going to do to you because of who you are.
Yeah. It's a lot of just like threatening people with like sexual assault.
Yeah.
That's the language.
You piss me off so much that I'm going to start finding your family members attractive.
Yeah, I'm going to screw you. This person and this person. If you really hate the guy, you're going to screw him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they say,
Because if
dude.
there's love, that's gay.
Yeah,
But if you hate him, that's allowed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah.
So it's
Just make sure you take melatonin before.
Yeah, okay. Called back to the first episode.
Always a callback. It's always a callback.
So wait, what about the how do you say the name? Shizada?
Sozada. I was just thinking, like, what in general makes something popular? Like, why do we love-hate things? Like, it's the love-hate or the hate-love that takes things further. We're like, this thing is so stupid, and then everybody starts sharing it. And then you're like, damn, bro, but you guys know if you channel that energy to something that was positive, you could promote the shit that is dope. But I'm thinking about our community specifically. So Afghans, you're out there, we're talking about you specifically. It's all I hate this shit. Let me send it to everyone so we can hate on this together.
Yeah, I think that's what brings us together.
That hate?
Our hate for other things.
Yes.
I think Afghans are some of the best haters. And in a way...
Best or they hate everything?
No, they're the best at it.
Okay.
Because I've never felt closer to another Afghan than when we both hate something together.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're both like, look at this fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? There's no better feeling when you connect.
It's like you fight shot.
Exactly. There's something about it. The mutual hate of something brings you together. The problem is, a lot of times that mutual hate doesn't exist. So now it's just,
we have to hate on each other.
Hate each other.
Yeah, like, look at this person.
We just need a common enemy, dude. That's when Afghans are the strongest.
Got it.
When they hate something together.
I see.
Whether it be the Russians or the Americans or anything. Think about it. Russians are gone. Americans are gone. What are they doing? They're hating on each other now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's better to have war with an outside person than a civil war, is what we always do.
But don't we like beef over nonsense, like family stuff?
100%.
Like, why
beef with another family?
Okay.
All right. That makes your family stronger.
It does. Like, look at that family.
Look at that family. They're fucking low class.
Look at their kids.
Oh my God. They're not even doctors.
Yeah.
One of them's a comedian. No one has a podcast. Fucking losers.
Okay. We're not that like ready for that conversation right now. It's just like we haven't dealt with that. We're still dealing with it, you know? They're like, look at these fucking... All our insults are just so aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're very
like,
aggressive.
Do we have a cool insult?
No. Throwing dirt on someone's head? That's a pretty fun one.
Okay, yeah.
Hog the set it.
Hog the set it. Yeah, I guess that's a good one.
The rest of them are just literally assault or calling someone gay.
Yeah. But then
Let's
again...
that a lot. Something about your dad, right?
I thought it's equivalent to like, fuck your dad. Like,
yeah, what does it mean though?
I don't know. Like...
Lanat. What's Lanat?
I don't know. Ariana Saeed song? She has a song.
I don't know.
Whatever the case is. Okay, whatever. But any of those chicks, right? The Sozadas. I know I talked about like what makes something popular, but let's look at those.
Attractiveness, I think.
All right.
If attractive people like something, it becomes cool.
I don't think that's the case anymore because like now we have different types of attractive that's popular.
Like what?
Like you could just be alternative attractive.
Yeah, but you're still attractive.
Okay.
And alternative is still cool. Alternative attractive is still cool, just different type of cool.
But if you look at any of our Afghan celebrities, they look like regular, everyday people.
They're all attractive, I think. The women, I don't know about the men, but
Okay.
we have different beauty standards.
Sure. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. The women.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So look at our Afghan women celebrities, right? Forget the Sozadas right now, just like the musicians and stuff like that. Would you say that of them, would you classify them as these are the most beautiful Afghan women I've ever seen or the most beautiful Afghan women from our culture?
No, definitely not. But at the same time, they're still beautiful, plus they have the talent. If they just had the talent and they were ugly, we don't even be talking about that. Can you think of an ugly singer that you feel comfortable saying their name out loud?
I don't know enough about that community, right? But I do know this one chick who was like Hazara, and she was on the Afghan Star show, and she was like, yo, just because I'm not dressing in like a provocative way or whatever, you guys are voting me out, but I'm a great singer, and people were like rooting for her.
Was she a great singer?
I don't know if the Afghan music, so I'm not the judge for that.
Gotcha.
But she was making like classical Afghan songs, so it wasn't like
Well,
great.
she's Azara. She's probably like singing like a Chinese or something, right?
She's doing K-pop.
Yeah, K-pop. That's actually hilarious.
And I was just like,
Love for the Azaras, by the way. Sorry.
we love them. We love them so much. We love them so much. We don't want the rest of the world to have them. So we're just like, let's keep a small amount so they can be.
Interesting. I thought
Like-
you were making like a genocide joke. We don't want anybody else to have them, so we're going to get rid of them.
That was a genocide joke.
Oh, okay.
I was like, we just want a small amount of them so we can appreciate them.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Stop this genocide.
Let's move on.
Every attempt comes from the same place. But anyways,
That's
so I look at Afghan women, and I think all Afghan guys would agree that the celebrities are not the representation of the most beautiful Afghan women. They're a kind of attractive.
Would you, I think they're beautiful. I would say the same thing for American.
Let's don't use the word beautiful. Let's just call it, okay,
Physically attractive.
just say physically attractive, because beautiful is, subjective.
I see what you're saying.
But physically attractive.
But I think like the same thing as in like American pop culture is very similar. I think all pop culture is, it's not a representation of the people in whole by any means.
I think that's more today. Like today we'll just be like, oh, look at an average girl that works at Chick-fil-A or McDonald's,
Hotter than, yeah.
and then the girl who's like a Vogue model. So yes, I get that today, but we used to be like Marilyn Manson or Jennifer Aniston.
Marilyn Manson.
Sorry. Sorry. Is Marilyn Manson
Monroe.
the one that does? Oh, okay.
Marilyn Manson's a singer.
Sorry. I meant Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
So Marilyn Manson, like, wow, this guy.
Wait,
can
we
give,
keep saying Marilyn Manson?
yeah, this guy can give head to himself. That's an
okay.
attractive quality.
Yeah. You
know,
know,
like,
missing a rib.
We would, or Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe could give head to himself.
Or to presidents, you know?
Yeah. Dude,
But-
Marilyn Manson giving head to JFK, that's the world I want to live in.
Or we already
You
live in
should
that
have
world.
done a song like that. You know how they did the Happy Birthday, Mr. President?
Yes.
If Marilyn Manson had a song like that, like that'd be sick, dude. Sorry.
He should have leaned more into it.
I think he leaned enough.
Okay. You lean forward.
Yeah, he
You
leaned
should
a lot.
lean backwards.
There it is.
Got it.
That's more impressive if you can suck your dick that way.
Yeah, that's a
Going
skill. that
forward, you can't
only
do
some
that,
people
dude.
have. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a yoga move. But
Yeah.
all
sorry.
right, so I'm saying that the Afghan women, like we look at our celebrities, they're cute, but to be honest, they're a little bit on the chubbier side, you know. And the ones that I've seen,
Okay, I don't
and
mind.
then I don't mind either. I
I think that's beautiful.
I think that's beautiful too. But I'm saying like,
They're
but
not like
other,
Lizzo.
they're not Lizzo yet. We don't have an
Say
Afghan
yes?
Lizzo. Yeah, we don't have an Afghan Lizzo, but I think I think our community would be okay with an Afghan, not the thought Lizzo, but like of a bigger woman who's a vocalist. We'd be okay with that. We'll take her.
I don't know if we will.
We would.
I think we are significantly more,
Fatphobic?
than you would think so.
Not more than Americans. I think we admit like, oh, chalk shitty, like, oh, dude, you gained some weight or whatever.
Dude, my whole life I've been called fat. I've been fat for like 15 years.
But
Yeah.
I think when you see a woman, by the way, I saw a picture of you as a kid, you were mad skinny.
I was a skinny kid.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you see a picture of me as a kid?
Is on a refrigerator I saw.
I see. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Burn the
But
refrigerator.
no, I think we're okay with, why do you burn the refrigerator? You can just remove the picture.
Nah, burn the whole thing. Shit.
Burn the whole house.
You gotta burn the whole house.
Or the whole building.
You think there'd be a fat Afghan singer who would be chill with it?
I think we definitely.
I'm supportive.
What
I
about-
hope so.
What about Il Fat? Do you know that guy?
Il Fat? His name is Il Fat?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Is that his name? Yes, it is.
His name is Il Fat. Is he a
think
fat guy?
He's a fat guy.
Named Il Fat. Sounds like the worst Philadelphia rapper I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh, man. I think that's his name. That's his name. Il Fat.
Il Fat from Philadelphia.
I think he's from Toronto, and then he went back to Afghanistan. He's the fat guy in all the fucking. He's the judges. on
Yeah, he's the fat
Afghans.
judge?
He's the judge, actually. He's just the judge. All right, that judge is.
You just address him as fat judge. My name is Il Fat. Okay, fat judge.
It's kind of like the Key and Peele speech where it's like, we love all people, Mexicans, Chinese, the homosexual community.
Can't stay him.
The guy's like, why are you looking?
Yeah. Every time he's just a whole bunch of jalebi sponsors and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if a fat judge is one thing, and he's also a man. A fat woman singer, I don't think.
You're right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, dude, I think the culture is so much more superficial than we're giving it credit for.
But if we look at the way,
Bro, my mom, she'll say stuff to like, she says some terrible things. Like I have cousins and stuff. She'll see like who they're like dating.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god.
like, what have you done? Or you?
Yeah, like, you idiot. She's hideous. He won't say that. She won't say that to him, but she'll come up to me like, talk to your boy, dude.
I see.
I'm like, what? He's happy. Let her be. Let him be, dude. But it's just wild.
But isn't it kind
Like,
of
if I bring home an ugly girl,
yes,
I'm more afraid of bringing home an ugly girl than like a Jewish woman, or you know what I'm saying, or like a Christian, or like a Buddhist, like a non-Muslim lady. Her being ugly is worse, I think.
Got it.
To my family.
But don't we say that in America as well? We're like, if you're dating a woman and she's not as attractive, we question the man's confidence. We're like, oh, this guy doesn't value himself.
No, 100%. I'm not saying it's exclusive to us, but I'm saying we're pretty bad. At least in America, we're like, love is love, dude. Not out there, dude. Love is not love.
I see.
That's probably why they
what do? They throw stones?
they cover their women up. they're ashamed sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
The guy's like, my confidence is super low right now.
Yeah, dude. Can you put this on?
Can you put on this hijab real quick? And she's like, I didn't even know you were that religious. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. You have to like, yeah, once she starts working out, it's like a character you could unlock.
Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat. Then you can take her.
She's wearing a black burqa.
Yeah, fucking it.
I guess we'd never solve this, like, what makes something popular and why.
I think I nailed it, dude. Attractive people like it. That's all that matters.
If an attractive person, like,
just does something, it becomes cool.
but isn't that the same thing as, like, scratch attractive, person of influence, right? Because that's what attractive is, right?
Most of the time, yeah, person of influence. But most people of influence are attractive.
There we go. So if we say person of influence, some ugly person could be in that category as well.
Yeah.
And they could like something.
Yeah, but it'll be less powerful than if it's like a beautiful person.
But with men.
Oh, with men, it doesn't matter. Men are
right. Men
can be ugly. We have a lot more range,
and we're
like set to the same beauty standards. But if you see a buff guy,
yeah,
like why do you think all like commercials are trying like us handsome people trying to? Where the fuck is our body positivity? Just a whole bunch of fat, small dick dudes out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to sell you a product.
And everyone buys it because they're like, we got to support this or whatever.
Nobody would buy it.
No one.
Because nobody supports men.
Because nobody wants that.
No.
Like, fuck this. What? You're promoting me just being fat and lazy? And
no, because a fat woman still has a use. You know what the heck? A fat man has no use in this world, unfortunately.
That's fucked up.
Nobody loves a fat man.
I see.
People love fat women.
Mm-hmm.
People love fat men with money. Nobody likes a poor fat man.
What do you think about the whole Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez thing?
It's crazy because we're talking about ugly celebrities, and all I was thinking about is Benny Blanco.
Yeah.
He's an ugly dude. But he's very talented.
And very talented.
But he also shit on Jollibee. And I fuck with the Filipinos.
Yeah.
So fuck Benny Blanco, bro.
But at the same time, like, if I was a celebrity, all I would do is find something popular that's celebrated in another culture or another community and then shit on it or speak on it, positive or negative, and that will get me attention regardless. So I just feel like he's in the moment that we're all talking about that. But with this energy, should we take a quick little break?
Take a little break, dude. Let's get some Jollibee.
Let's get some Jollibee.
Not a sponsor.
Yes.
Hey everyone, we're the AwJiz Boys, and today we're going against Ahmad from Elite Cabinet Install to find out if we can pull out 6 inches on a tape measure just by eyeing it out. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Ready, let's get it. All right, Dauood, what do you think?
Stop.
Let's go here.
It's big, but okay. I think it's 6.
Let's
Nah,
that's
bro,
6.
You're way off. 6 inches is more than that. It's more like some kind of fat.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and by the way, this should be 10 inches.
10 inches. Okay, hello. He's right.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Welcome back to the AwJiz Boys, everyone. We're out here talking about AIDS. and we're talking about Africa.
You say AIDS?
AIDS. I was thinking about this.
AIDS?
AIDS, like HIV. And I was like, did Disney pull a fast one on us? Did they just tell us the story of AIDS without us figuring it out? Or later on we'd figure it out? Did they introduce us the idea of Tarzan as the origin story of AIDS and we just accepted it? And then later on when they gave us the information, we're like, this could be possible.
You think Tarzan was banging those monkeys?
He had to have been.
How the fuck did we get here? Okay. I don't know. Because he was attracted to that chick.
He
right?
was
Jane.
yes, but he met her when he's like adult.
He already hit puberty.
And like the horniest you probably are at a certain point is when you just start puberty. And
He probably banged one of those monkeys.
I feel like to him, he was just like, all animals matter.
All animals matter.
And he was like, let me just.
Oh, got a hand job at least.
I feel like with a monkey's feet, maybe, but like overall, he must have tried to force himself onto a monkey.
Force it?
Like,
you don't think it was consensual? Those monkeys could talk.
I mean,
He grew up with these monkeys, you know what I'm saying?
so maybe,
Or maybe they don't find him attractive. We're also given, maybe the monkeys didn't want to fuck Tarzan.
I think they didn't, but he probably had Riz, right? Because he clearly had to learn Riz.
He had monkey riz?
He had monkey Riz.
Pull it with a banana?
I mean, like, he could have just showed he was a dominant dude because he was like talking to other animals. So he was fighting a bear and shit too. So clearly he was.
I don't think he fought a bear.
Do you think he had a bear as a friend, right?
No, you're thinking of the Jungle Book.
Okay.
Stop fucking up movies, bro. All right? That's a different story. Baloo? Nobody fucked Baloo. All right?
Wait, hold on a second. Was it the Jungle Book, a kid that got lost and then later on grew up an animal?
Anyway,
Think about AIDS and think about any of these.
where the fuck does AIDS come? Because he's fucking the monkeys?
Because he's fucking, like, you
Also,
have to
we
think
didn't
about.
get AIDS by fucking monkeys.
Well,
We got AIDS by eating monkeys.
so here, okay, sure, eating the monkey, but there was a lot of the fucking conversation going on as well.
Potentially.
Okay, but going into the eating of the animal, do we assume that we like cook the animal, or was it because like the actual AIDS virus? Because when you burn, like when you heat it up, it dies, or when it's outside of a host, it dies after like 60 seconds. So it's not a strong virus. So I can't assume it's just eating it unless somebody could.
I think they're eating it without like cooking it.
Okay.
Because they're eating monkey brain.
Or like they kill something and then the blood goes in their mouth.
I don't think we're guys to solve this.
Yes.
The real question is, how are they teaching kids about AIDS through Jungle Book or Tarzan? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm trying
to figure out your thesis right now.
Because, okay, if they're saying that, AIDS comes from somebody fucking a monkey and then fucking a person afterwards, you're like, all right, bet. And then you think in your mind, what kind of person would be cool with animals and cool with people? And then
Tarzan.
In
In the Jungle Book, the one that you watched.
Yes.
So, by the way, we're racist. I just realized that. Because that guy wasn't in Mortal Kombat.
He was not in Mortal Kombat.
But he was in the Bruce
But
Lee
he
movie.
looks like Mortal Kombat.
He
guy.
looks like Liu Kang.
Yes.
That's Jason Lee, I think. And Jason Lee was in
What's his name? You're the Jungle Book guy, is Jason Lee?
I think his name is Jason Lee.
Okay.
And he played Bruce Lee.
No, that's not him. I know that guy. The guy who played Bruce Lee. That's a different guy.
Same guy.
That can't be.
Same
That
guy.
guy was lighter skin. This guy was darker skin.
We're mixing up our Asians right now.
All right.
We're not doing a good job with it. I think we have to look it up.
Okay. But we won't.
Okay.
So I guess Tarzan was not the origin story.
So, but no, I'm sorry. The whole reason I'm bringing it up. In Jungle Book, the one that you watched,
Yeah.
with that Asian guy,
Yes.
does he end up meeting a woman?
Yes.
Is there a woman in it?
Yes, there's a woman in it.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like in the OG one, he's like a kid and he just sees like a village and he goes.
Yeah. There's a woman. He saves the woman. He meets the tiger and he's
So
like,
Jungle Book, that Jungle Book is just Tarzan. That same. Shit.
okay, that's the same shit.
Okay.
So that has to do with AIDS or no?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's
It's a
if anything-
possibility.
it's more like teaching people. If anything, I don't know about AIDS. That seems a little bit of a stretch, but
Mhm.
like Disney has definitely taught kids about like bestiality. You know what I'm saying?
They must have. Yeah, I guess.
Or like, I think like the whole furries, like, you know, furries are?
I don't know what furries are.
Oh shit. Okay, you got your mind blown, bro.
Yep.
It's people who are into like,
Oh, wait. I know what furries are. Did they dress up and then they...
yeah, bangers like animals. But like
I thought you meant like there's a Disney furries. I don't know.
no, but they're like humanoid. I don't know what the word is. When it's like it's an animal but it's drawn like a human kind of.
Ah, shit. I don't know.
I don't know the
I know what you're trying
I'm
to say,
saying
though. Yeah.
but that's what they're into. And that's all the Disney characters.
Yeah, that sounds true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Lola Bunny, I guess she's not Disney.
Must have been...
She's the reason for like 90% of furries.
Yeah.
I keep saying furies, like they're
Yeah,
Nazis.
Fury. Like it has one eye and is a black dude. And he fucked an alien.
Nick Fury? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about? No,
Did you see Invasion?
I did not see Invasion.
Yeah.
What is this? Going on here?
I don't know. We're still in the middle. Hey, how's it going?
Is he has food for us? What is it? What are you doing?
I think he's offering out.
Eggs?
It's like later, probably, right?
Yeah, nah.
Thank you so much. That's good. Afghan hospitality
Afghan hospitality.
doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool about Tarzan and stuff. It just got me thinking when I saw it. I was like, all right.
That's where your mind went. You saw Tarzan, I was like, this guy's the patient zero.
No, I went with the whole Tarzan thing like in the back of my mind. And then later on, I found out about AIDS. And then
You found out about AIDS later than Tarzan?
Yeah, Tarzan was like, I was 8 years old.
Oh, so you watched it as a kid and then you learned about AIDS and you were like, there's a connection here.
No, I recently, like maybe like a month ago.
That you learned about AIDS.
No, that I made the connection.
Okay.
I was like, yo, Disney's been telling us some shit.
They might have predicted it. How long has AIDS been around?
I think in the 80s was probably like the peak of it.
When the Jungle Book get written?
That's a good question.
I feel like the original, it's based on a book.
I've seen a Tarzan that was black and white. Like I've seen another Tarzan outside of the animation version.
Yeah, it's King Kong.
That's King Kong? No, it was a white guy that played Tarzan. And then there's like one crazy scene where like, I don't know, he's like out here fighting someone and then he has like a Jane type girl and all these like gorillas go and protect her. But how they protect her is by being like, they're all like throwing the Jane to catch. So like one gorilla throws the Jane character and another gorilla catches it and they do it for like a mile. So they're like,
They're just throwing this woman back and forth.
just to save her. And she survives throughout all this.
Yeah.
They
She's
don't-
concussed as fuck.
And it's just like,
So much whiplash.
and then the guy's like, oh, great, let's have sex or something, I'm assuming.
Yeah, okay.
And he looks at the gorilla, don't look at me. That was before her.
Wait, what?
I mean, like,
I
I'm
see.
only imagining
I see.
how awkward that must have been.
Probably have to have a conversation.
He had to have a conversation.
I'm not into humans, baby.
Yeah.
All right? I'm into chimpanzees.
I am at the age that I would have gone to college and I need to experiment.
You have to experiment.
So
Yeah. You know, maybe theirs is different and better.
and he needs to find out. And I think I think the gorilla would want that. The gorilla's like,
Yeah, this gorilla seems like it's really got its shit together. And
Yeah.
It's pretty open minded.
I mean, it's a female gorilla, so like she's holding it down. I'm assuming,
yeah.
unless he's.
You know, gorillas, tiny dicks.
I did know that.
Okay.
I did know that.
So like Tarzan's
Tarzan is alpha.
Tarzan's alpha.
He had to be alpha.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's alpha, dude.
But then again,
He's like Mandingo compared to that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
I don't want to.
Okay. But I saw a gorilla like beat itself, like hit, like
jerk off?
No, jerk off.
Oh,
Like
okay.
just like,
Beat his chest.
beat his chest. And it's like super loud.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like that could have been like a mating call. What if like Tarzan couldn't compete with that? Like he had a larger member,
Yeah.
but the gorillas are like, you can't make noise with your chest. Like,
well, that's what they did. It's kind of like the equivalent of like a guy in a big truck.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gorillas would drive big trucks.
Got
They were us. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
They're loud and make a lot of things, but they have tiny dicks.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's what it means when you have a big truck?
100%, dude.
I
When you have a big, like a lifted truck that's big and like makes a lot of noise,
Got it.
tiny dick.
What if you work for a construction company and you need,
Tiny dick.
got it.
The smallest dick.
What if you're a Mexican person and you're in gardening work?
They don't have big trucks. They have pickup trucks, like a normal truck.
Oh, pickup trucks.
Normal truck is okay.
Oh.
Anything a white, if you look at like a Mexican truck, it's like a small truck.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a fucking lifted, big ass tire, like a baby monster truck.
Like a semi, like, you know, like
Yeah.
Hemi horsepower.
Hemi, like a
Is that what
Hemi,
it's
yeah,
called?
Hemi. I don't know, Hemi.
Is
Yeah,
that a
Hemi.
thing?
Yeah, like
Oh,
a Hemi.
Hemi, it is.
Yeah, if you got that kind of shit, it's hella loud. No gardeners coming with they're not doing that shit.
So what, in your mind, what is BDE for a vehicle in 2024? Is a
Like
cyber
a Miata,
I don't know what that is.
it's a fucking tiny little gay car.
Okay, Is a Cybertruck, does Cybertruck give any BDE?
Cybertruck gives off a different, it doesn't, I don't think having a Cybertruck means you have a small or big penis. It just
Yeah.
means you haven't got laid.
That's
You
what
know what I'm saying? It's more incel.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe people like
So a Cybertruck in your mind means like you have not gotten laid, unless you're a celebrity. Let's take that out of equation.
I don't know
Regular.
how I feel about Cybertrucks. I don't know if I have a good point on Cybertrucks yet. I don't know. I think they're kind of ugly.
I think they're ugly as well. I have another question for you. What's your thoughts on women that get work done?
Women that get work done.
Do you prefer them? Like, let's say you had a choice of two women
It
that
depends what they
personality's
get done.
perfect.
Like I think the BBLs are fucking hideous. I've
Okay.
not seen a
You're
BBL.
anti-BBL.
I've not seen one good BBL in my entire life.
Interesting. Okay.
Like a boob job, I guess it doesn't bother. Like that'd be cool.
Okay.
As long as it's not ridiculous.
You don't care about boob jobs or something?
Like as long as it's like not too big, that's cool.
Sure.
So
So you're anti-BBL.
I'm anti BBL, but I am perfectly fine with everything else.
Okay.
Um,
But do you prefer that woman to get work done
I don't
if
have
it
a,
makes her feel more confident?
it's her choice. 100% doesn't. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think I find people beautiful with or without it.
Mhm.
But like if it makes them happier, who might have stopped them?
I see.
I would get shit done. I probably wouldn't. But yeah, I don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah, but I also like small boobies, big boobies, medium boobies.
Nice.
Like a jawline is
What
good.
about the lip fillers? You know how that's like a reoccurring thing?
I-
Or
like, I
or
can
like
s-
Botox, that's another recurring.
I think like Botox just because like it sounds bad, like dangerous, maybe not. But like
it's,
even then, I don't.
it's probably the most common.
Yeah, I don't. I have no preference. Who am I to? Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? If it makes, it's like asking if I want a girl with or without makeup. If she's hot, she's hot.
True.
Whatever makes her happy, who cares?
But if it's your partner, you're like whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not the type of person to be like, you can't do this or you can. You should.
There's a
do
lot
this.
of people that are like, no, you can't do this, and they might even throw religion in there, not just Islam, Christians. Like they could be like, yo,
Yeah.
get stuff done because your body's a temple and it's how you were made. So you don't believe in that at all. There's no part of you that's like, I prefer
Tell
a
you right now.
natural girl.
If they had dick enlargement surgery that was like legit,
Yeah.
I would do it in a heartbeat. So I'm not gonna judge anybody.
But don't they have that in Dr. Miami?
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not
I've
there.
looked into it.
Okay, got it.
That's not legit.
Ah, I
It's
see.
the pros and the cons outweigh the pros.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not risking.
It's like, hey, you got a couple more centimeters. By the way, it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. It's just for show. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
It's a showroom model.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
got it.
So,
But you got that pump with your balls. Have you seen that one?
yeah, I don't want that either. That's
Yeah.
terrifying. It inflates. I'm good, buddy.
Got it.
Yeah, I can't. I have to be careful around porcupines.
Why?
Yeah, I can't see a hedgehog ever.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, with your testicles, though. You lean the wrong way.
You never know,
All
dude.
of a sudden, you got this erection that you have no idea that you have an erection.
Yeah, well, you don't get it popped. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's what I meant. The hedgehog, like porcupine.
But then it would have to peel your skin first.
Ooh, I had the pierce, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know
So
what kind of sex that you having?
that wouldn't be bad enough already that you're like, wait a minute, this balloon that's in here, I gotta worry about
I
that.
gotta worry about the balloon, exactly.
Balloon first, skin second.
Yeah, dude, I don't want like you run into a fucking hedgehog and like it hits you, all your coins come out. You know what I'm saying?
But no, if you hit the hedgehog,
Oh yeah, yeah.
coins-
That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm trying to hit. You ever just go around just bashing hedgehogs?
how often do you see hedgehogs?
Hey man, more than the normal person.
Okay.
All right, I just like once a week.
What?
Yeah, they're out there,
You
dude.
know people with hedgehogs?
Nah, dude, you just hang out around enough the wrong parts. Hedgehogs are around, dude.
Okay, I've never seen a hedgehog just
In your life?
in the wild. I've seen it like as someone's like, here's my pet. I've seen
Okay, yeah, dude, they be out here, dude.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, watch. Next time I see a hedgehog, I'll take a video of it.
So you will not get an inflatable pump on your testicles to your penis because of hedgehogs.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm glad you summed it up. Just like that.
I just wanted to, clarify, this is
Yeah.
important. So you have no preference about a woman getting work done. You're like, whatever floats your boat.
Again, man, yeah. Other than BBL, that's the only thing I'd be
Anti-BBL.
I'd be anti, just because I don't think it looks good. I think it looks ugly,
Okay.
and it's like super dangerous. People are dying left and right getting these things.
But I think it's like they go to the sketch ways. That
Could be that too.
But
Yeah,
I think like there are safer ways.
but I don't find it attractive. I like big butts.
Okay.
I think I'm butt over tits any day of the week.
All right.
But BBL is just.
At least we know you're an honest guy,
I'm an honest guy.
right?
I'm a what?
You're an honest guy
I don't get it.
because you said you like big butts.
I see, and I can't lie. I hate you. But what about you?
I actually prefer women that get work done.
Okay.
I prefer women that would like fix their jawline, fix their nose because they have a breathing problem. Obviously,
Yeah, that's always that, right?
That's
That's the
always
only
the-
reason.
they couldn't breathe properly. It's like it seemed like you were breathing a lot before
Yeah, yeah.
this. If anything, you minimize your breathing. But anyways, those are the type of girls I prefer because I don't want a super confident girl. I want a
You
girl.
don't think they'll become super confident after the surgery?
No, they will. But the thing is, I want a girl that's insecure enough to think that she needs work done. And then afterwards, when she gets the work done, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I saw you before. And when I see her after, a part of me could always be like, I could do the mental manipulation thing.
Yeah. One, you sound like a crazy person. Two, do you like fat chicks who lost weight? What's happening? What just happened? Did I just break you?
You did. If they lost weight through the gym, yes. If they lost it through like Ozempic, no.
Okay, yeah, but that's the same thing, though, right? It's the person who feels like insecure enough that they have to make a change.
No, that's different. That's different.
Why?
Because it's a life skill to know how to gain weight and how to lose weight. That's just something.
I don't think it's a life skill.
It's a life.
To gain weight?
For some people, they can't. Like some people are just like, the saying, "Pagroda." Have you heard that saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're just so skinny that they have to learn what food triggers something for them to grow. So cool. I think that's a life skill.
Still in the end triggers them.
I love it. They just have to say it all the time, but only in Oakland.
Triggers is a funny way to explain that. Dude.
But okay, poor choice of words. But
Yeah.
I think that's a life skill to have. So I don't really look at being fat as a thing. I look at it, for example,
What
like,
about lipo then?
ooh, lipo. Yeah,
That's
lipo.
surgery, right?
I'd say
That's
lipo.
cosmetic
yeah,
surgery.
lipo's, yeah,
That's
lipo.
hot.
Yeah, lipo would be part of that.
Okay. But someone who like works in the gym to lose that weight after being fat for most of their life, that's less attractive because they're confident now? Is that what it is?
They're way too confident.
They
And
earned their confidence.
they earned their confidence, and at the same time, they probably became a more disciplined person through that whole journey. They didn't go for the shortcut.
I
That
see.
now they became this more mature person.
I see.
Why would I want
so
that?
they
Why would I want this
struggled-
confident woman?
What is that?
I said, why would I want this more mature, confident woman?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So you don't like a woman who's overcame who've overcome all these obstacles and is a stronger and better person. You want someone who has those struggles
Yep.
up here,
Yes.
and instead of doing the hard work, takes a shortcut.
Takes a
That
shortcut.
person will always be a little self-conscious compared to the person who worked for
I don't want
their
to
beauty.
squat. I don't want to deadlift. I want to get a BBL. Oh, what does that tell me? You like shortcuts. Something's wrong with you.
You're into that.
No, I'm able to manipulate.
Okay.
I'm able to work with that. You know what I mean? But if someone's like so confident, a great person, full of themselves, just a natural beauty, I'm like, you think you're beautiful the way you look? What the fuck's wrong with you? I can't deal with it.
I see what you're saying. What about like fat black women? They're like super confident. I've never met a person more confident than a fat black woman.
Yeah, that goes back into like, no, you shouldn't like yourself for the way you are. So I would be like, that's like a red flag. Like, I don't like that. But I do like black girls. So then it's like a tough thing because I find black girls the most attractive. Like that would be like my top. I would be a top with the black girls.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
no pegging. You know, I'm not open to that yet, or at least admitting it publicly, you know.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, yeah, so the confident fat black woman or just like a confident fat woman, I'd be like, nah, not for me.
Interesting. Because like a fat, confident woman, what's the difference between her and the woman who did the shortcut? She's just not doing the shortcut. She's just fat and confident without the
But
shortcut.
she's like, no, that other girl that gets the work done, people think that, oh, now she's confident, she's done. No. She's going to constantly have that trauma in the back of mind. What else can I fix? What else is there? You know, rarely do people get one tattoo and stop.
Okay, that hurts. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Interesting. That's a crazy person take. But I can't argue against
But you see what
I see where you're coming from.
it's making kind of sense. And
Making a lot of sense.
yeah,
But it's
you go somewhere and you go to like, I don't know, you go to Sephora, more likely to pick up chicks.
I see that.
Versus like a value village. These women are just
value villages.
okay. Wow. All right.
It's like a poor person thing.
It's a poor person. It's a thrift store.
Oh, okay.
Thrift store. So if you go there, those women are like, I look good. This is just clothes. This is whatever clothing. You go to Sephora, she's like, I need to put like 20 pounds in my face to be acceptable. Especially with Afghan women in Afghanistan, maybe 20 years ago, where their face was bright white and they thought that's how you get the man
That's
to
such an
stay.
interesting take. I don't know if I agree with that part. I think
that part is just like
just women who do
should
like
stop.
excess makeup and stuff. I don't think they're less confident.
No, I agree with you. I scratch the makeup thing. I don't think that's a thing. I think that's a social thing, to be honest. You go to an environment where everyone around you is using makeup, so you'll do it. If you go to another area where it's not, I think that plays a factor to it. Surgery is where I wanted to go with this.
Did you get anything done?
I mean, I got my hairline done.
Totally forgot about that.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I got my hairline done because I thought, but
Because you were self-conscious.
I was very self-confident. You know what I mean? I was like kind of a bitch.
Because you are what you're talking about.
I am exactly that person.
You want
I
want your equal.
I want in that way. I want that person to look at me. I look at myself.
What was it about your hairline that you didn't like that made you feel bad about yourself?
Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to like have a serious conversation, or what do you want to do with this? Okay,
Yeah, we don't got to make
So-
it funny.
no
Or
part.
anything funny.
It's been funny. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing funny.
I would say I was 17 years old when I found out that my hair was thinning.
Holy shit, that's a rough age.
Yeah. But
Sorry,
No.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
no, please be honest. So I was like, my hair's thinning, and then everyone else was like, no, your hair looks normal, but my hair looked normal. I just noticed that it's getting thinner.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, like I cried. I actually told,
What would you think be the equivalent for a woman? Like a man losing his hair is like a woman gaining weight, or a woman?
I think it changes, but I would say it's probably a woman realizing, oh, my breasts stopped growing. My breasts are not growing anymore.
Or maybe they start sagging.
No, that's different.
Is it?
No, that's different. I'm talking about like their breast just stops growing at a certain point because your hair stops growing at a certain point. I think that's the way I make that connection.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of.
I see what you're saying.
That's probably the only equivalent. But anyways, I was kind of sad. I told my dad, I told my mom, they're like, you're fucking crazy. What's wrong with you? And then I told my grandma, this is, by the way, my coming to Jesus moment was like 3 years later. I'm 21 at this point. I'm telling my dad, I'm like, oh, my hairline or whatever like that. And to be honest, no one would say anything about it. But my grandma was like, yeah, I could kind of see his hairlines.
Grandmas are honest, bro.
And I was just like, I stopped crying. That made me feel so good.
You started crying?
No, I was crying this whole time.
Or stopped crying?
I stopped crying when
Because you were stopped being gaslit.
Exactly.
People were like honest with you at least.
My grandma was like, I could see his head, this part.
Because it's actually worse to be like, no, you're not fat.
Yeah.
When you know you are fat. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why What's wrong with being fat? Let me be bald.
Yes.
But you guys are all like making it like it's not a thing.
Yes.
Because you're so ashamed of how bald or fat I am.
Correct.
Interesting.
So that's kind of the moment that it made me like not okay with it, but better with it. And then I told myself, I'm like, all right, then I'll just look at my hair like by the time I'm 25, I'm gonna be bald and just accept it. So then what I'm like, what would I do? And I just lived my life regularly. I
The bald man.
No, I had normal Middle Eastern cut. And then I was like, I think 24 when I just grew my hair out. I had the man bun thing or whatever.
Okay.
But what I did was I just researched what I can do to keep my hair. And my hair was actually stronger than most of my family.
Interesting.
And I actually
are all your brothers bald? Or
They're
baldish?
balding, but not bald. But they're more,
Let's get in there.
like Jamal's bald.
Yeah.
So his was a little bit more
What's
aggressive.
Crescent's hair like? He wears a hat. I don't even know.
Well, he had blonde hair for the longest time.
Like my blonde?
Yeah, but he has.
Or is his? I thought he has light hair in general.
Yeah, he has he has like a widow's peak. You have, I'd say, a better hairline, mashallah. But your hairline's like better than a lot of people. It's like your hairline's like literally like the box. You're Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Really? You got that Drake look. But like my whole family, we have a widow's peak. You know, like that.
Yeah.
look. So
Dracula.
exactly. And then for me, I was just like, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna be bald. And then I met my girl that I'm currently with, that I love, and I was.
She loved you as a bald guy, or a balding guy.
Well, she was like, I could see it, and she's like, it's not that big of a deal at that time when I brought it up to her, and I was like, I don't know, like closer to 30, and I'm like, this is how I look like, and then every girl that I've ever had, I always shaved my head if the relationship was serious.
What do you mean?
So I would always have like hair like this.
Yeah.
And then if I'm with this girl for 4 months, 5 months, I'm like, oh, this shit's getting serious.
Shave the head.
Shave the head.
What does that do?
That lets me know if she loves me like this, then this could be long term.
Oh, interesting. That's your test.
That was my test. So every girl that I've always been with, I've always shaved my head. And they're always like, you looked way better with hair. Why did you do this? And especially because like I have curly hair and, you know, girls like Chang Changi. I don't know if you know what that means.
I think that's an Asian slur. You're not to say that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know. What is that? Chang Changi?
I think it's like curly.
Curly Chang. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Chan or whatever.
Chang is yeah.
So I had just natural curly hair. My pops had a fro. So like I had a little bit of like a Islam fro, Muslim fro.
Yeah, I get it.
And yeah. So I was like, fuck it, I'm all right. At 26, 27 is when I dealt with it. I'm like, I'm all right with being bald the rest of my life. And I just literally dealt with it. And then afterwards, I was like I was with my girl and I'm like, I'm married at this point, and I'm just like, yo, she's like, I prefer you with hair. So if you want to do it, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. If you prefer me like that, because guys, and maybe everybody's different, but for me, there's a certain point where I'm like, shit, if I'm bald, I can't get girls, right? So my riz was really bad. Like, let's say 17 to 21. That's what I believed. And then post 21, something happened, something clicked where I was like, oh shit, like bald, fat, whatever I am, the riz is what's shining in me. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
To girls. So it doesn't matter kind of thing.
Yeah, for men, it doesn't matter as much.
Not for all men, bro, but some men that, what do you lead with? What is your thing that you're leading with? And mine was riz. So I said, all right.
Yeah. No, if you can't be uncharismatic, fat and bald and short and expect anything good to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, you have to, the thing is, but if you're short, fat and bald and you're charismatic, you can still make it work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Charismatic, the energy.
Charisma, bro. It's also coming from a taller guy. So I don't know.
Much taller guy.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to like speak on it because maybe I have more privilege, but I don't think I'm like a traditionally good looking dude by any means.
I mean,
I don't, watch what you fucking say, bro.
Okay.
But
no, what I was trying to say, like, you've been proven wrong
what do you mean?
based on women coming up to you.
Yeah, I think it's more just because like I'm very funny is what it is.
And then they're like, oh, you're also good looking, but you're funny first.
I'm funny first. I don't know if I'm good looking. Maybe that's very nice. It makes me uncomfortable talking. I don't think I'm a good looking guy.
Okay, no problem.
I have a
didn't say
look.
you were. I just said you were proven wrong.
I have a look.
Yeah.
It's very specific. Some women are into it, some aren't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I'm like traditionally hot. What people like, anyway, I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
As a kid, like, did you say, girls like me because of X?
I think it's because I was funny always.
Just funny?
Yeah, I always got a or cool. I was a funny, cool guy.
Were you like cool with the hot girls, like the cool girls? That
I was okay, yeah, kind of. I jumped around in a lot of high schools, so like
shit.
I would always make new friends and shit.
I see.
So like starting over all the
Making
time.
friends was pretty easy for you, kind of thing.
It was, and then it wasn't.
Bay, right? So everybody's pretty diverse. Or did you go somewhere that wasn't as?
No, I went to a super white school.
Oh,
I was great when it wasn't in the white schools. I was
not the white school.
not the white schools. When it's diverse, I was killing it. I had hella friends, and then I went to a white school, and then it kind of I struggled, and then I figured out my footing eventually, but it took a while.
Yeah,
but I would just use humor as a way to make new friends.
That's sick. I would say the same thing. If I went to a school and the most popular kids were the white kids, I have no success. But if it's a diverse school,
yeah.
Like I went from like a very diverse school where like I was a grade 9 and people were, I had like a little bit of clout for being grade 9 that I was hanging out with grade 12s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My older brother obviously helped that process, but it was diverse, so it made sense. Go to another school, all white. The cool kids are the lacrosse kids. That white.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
The basketball team is a join. It's on a tryout. You want to join the team?
Holy shit.
Come in.
Yeah.
It was like that. And then I had no success. And every time I made a joke and insulted white people, in previous schools, they'd be like, ha ha ha, we are like this. And other schools, they're like, dude, all you fucking say is white people this, man. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, shit, like, I guess they don't fuck with me.
No, it is a learning curve, because I had a very similar situation where not just I didn't make fun of white people. I did. I made fun of everybody though, but like the sense of humor for the white schools versus like the more diverse schools is completely different. And like I learned it. I remember there's multiple moments. I don't know if I told the story 1,000 times. I don't want to tell it right now.
Talk to me about something that Afghans will relate to. I think this.
I don't know if this is an Afghan thing, but I grew up like when I went to school in Union City, it was like most of my class was like Black, Mexican, or Filipino or whatever.
Okay.
And the humor is a little bit more urban style. So like I remember we had a substitute teacher. He showed up. He was on a bike.
Yeah.
And he shows up, and he asked me a question or whatever, and I'm like, I don't need to answer your question. You ride a bike to school. And everybody loses their goddamn mind. The class goes, oh.
That's a bar.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a fucking 13, 14-year-old kid trying to be funny.
Kids are ruthless.
Ruthless.
The guy's crying at home.
Dude, I got in trouble for it, but whatever. The class went crazy, and they're like, dude, you're fucking funny as shit, dude.
Yeah.
You say whatever. And then like a year later, I'm in the new school, maybe 2 years later.
Yeah.
And I'm like chilling. Like this is my first, second day in class.
Yeah.
I'm like getting a vibe, trying to figure out what makes them laugh. The teacher shows up. He pulls up on a bike. He asked me a question, and I'm like, I don't got to answer your question. You ride a bike to school. And I was like, eh? And everybody's like, what are you talking about? He does it for exercise. Like, it's a very good, healthy thing to do.
Damn.
And I was like,
damn. Oh, man.
Interesting.
Like,
Interesting.
that's not my audience.
Yeah, they didn't laugh. They didn't go, ooh, they didn't do anything. They're like, what are you being a dick for? I'm roasting him. This is like what we did.
This is love. Yeah, that's what I did as well. I love roasting people.
Yeah.
Kind of showing love to them. I'd be like, are we at this level? Or
Yeah.
This
I just roast people just to roast. I do what people don't even know, and it ends up poorly a lot of times.
Well, now it makes sense for you to be able to do that.
Yeah,
that's a great
but
skill.
they hated it, and that kid, and it clicked. It was like, okay, it's different. The
Early
humor is
days of
different.
crowd work.
Huh?
Early days of crowd work.
Yeah. Well, that's what I started doing. I was just in class. Like if I was in your class, you weren't gonna learn anything.
Okay.
I was just
Especially if you're sitting beside the person.
100%. People would like love to have me in there, but everybody's grades would dip around me
Got it.
because I was just like trying to be funny the whole time.
That's good, man. I think you learn a lot from if you want to learn some shit, especially today, you can just learn it at home. There's YouTube and all these other things. But now,
If you go to a place to learn,
if you go to a place to learn, but also you learn how to be social around other kids.
Yeah. I was very social.
So if you're learning that social skill while other kids are like, man, I got to stick to this book, but they don't learn the social aspect as well,
Yeah.
then I don't think they're maximizing their learning in that environment.
Yeah. That's fair. There's something you touched on earlier I kind of want to go back to.
Talk to me.
You said you had a test shaving heads. You're shaving your head after 4 months, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Did you have any other tests for women? I had a test too.
I don't think so. Tell me your test. Maybe it'll come to me.
It's not as like 4 months is a long time.
I say 4 months, but it's like, let's say within the first year.
Okay. For me, it's way less than that.
Oh.
What I would do is I would go on a date,
Mm-hmm.
right? The day would go good, and then I would text her, the next day or whatever, whenever the appropriate time is.
Got you.
And I would initiate all the conversations. until like date 4 or 3.
Got it.
And then I would just stop. No more good mornings, no more good nights, none of that stuff,
Yes.
no hellos, and just see what they do. And a lot of them would wait a day or two, maybe 2 or 3 days, and they'd be like, what the fuck? Or be like, what's going on? Or like, but some of them would just like, I would just let it, I put the ball in their court to see what happens.
Okay.
And a lot of these women would just fail because they were either too proud, they weren't into me enough, or they're just like, they get upset after like 2 or 3 days. I didn't message them first again. So I put it out there, and then like I wait, and sometimes like I'll wait, like I know it's like legit, this person's into me if I like wait half a day, and then they just send me like, hey, what's going on? Good morning, how you doing? Like they initiate it. You know what I'm saying? That was my test.
I see.
3-4 dates, and then stop texting first.
Just to see what they would do.
Exactly. See how they respond.
Is it always kind of like, hey, didn't hear from you all day, you good? Like, would that count as a communication?
That's not a good one. That's a failure.
I see.
That's a, hey, what's wrong? I don't know none of that.
Okay.
A simple like, I don't know, like wait till like 1 or 2 and then be like, hey, what's going on? What you been up to? You know, just like casual, start the conversation. That's a green flag.
I think that's like a great test. I think
Yeah.
everyone should probably adopt that test.
Yeah, I think men should, because men have to initiate 90% of the time, right?
True.
Women, it doesn't. If women never, not never, they rarely are the initiators in the texts.
So when you're talking about these days, is it from an experience from a dating app or meeting this person face to face already?
What do you mean? These conversations? No, you have to meet this person.
Oh,
I don't expect someone to be texting me this much if I've never saw them or hooked up with them or anything.
got it.
This is like 3rd, 4th date
Oh, okay. Yeah.
after.
Okay, then that makes a lot of sense.
No, not from the conversation. That's a lot task from somebody.
Oh,
In the beginning, you have to be kind of initiated.
After 3 or 4 dates, I think that's super reasonable.
Yeah. I think by then we've already hooked up probably.
Yeah,
At least
sure.
3 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe depending. Yeah. But yeah, 3rd or 4th date, usually I just stop initiating and see what happens.
How are we doing right now?
Hey folks, need a quick home upgrade? Whether it's a full kitchen transformation or just tweaking a bit of cabinetry, we've got the perfect recommendation for y'all.
That's right, Dauood. If you're in the Bay Area, you have to check out Elite Cabinet Installations. They offer a range of services, including demolition and removal. Got old cabinets that need to go? Their expert team has got you covered.
And it doesn't stop there. Elite Cabinet Installations also excels in cabinet installation and modifications. If your new fridge doesn't fit your old setup, they can adjust that for you, ensuring everything looks seamless.
Plus, they'll throw in a sweet deal for our listeners. Listen, AwJiz Boys out there, you'll get an additional 10% off your next project, and all consultations are free.
So whether you're looking to completely overhaul your kitchen or just need some adjustments to your current cabinets, Elite Cabinet is the team to call.
Visit their website at elitecabinetsinstall.com/AwJiz. AwJiz is AwJiz to check out their work and schedule your free consultation. And now, let's
Get back to our show. And we're back. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully you enjoyed our sponsor video. All right. What were we talking about?
I wanted to move on. All
Okay.
right. I'm an Afghan that loves music but hates concerts. I'm like an opposite Afghan.
You don't like concerts?
I hate
I've never been to an Afghan concert, so I don't know what Afghan concerts are.
I actually like Afghan concerts.
Oh, you don't like regular concerts?
I don't like regular concerts. Afghan concerts are like you're seated, you have like food come to you.
Okay.
Kind of like you're eating while someone's performing.
That's
It's
terrible.
kind of like a hall party. It's not even a concert. It's like
It's like a comedy show.
It's a wedding.
It's a wedding. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Oh, actually, you're right. Comedy show. That's probably the best thing.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
food, and then you have a drink, a sober drink.
That's so weird. So nobody's dancing?
Men, after they go to the parking lot, and
They get drunk
They
in the
get
parking lot
drunk
and
and
they
then
come
they
back?
come out.
But it's like there's always chairs? It's like a theater? Or is there like a place where you can stand?
I've gone to the theater ones, but they were just mid experiences. Most of the time, it's like tables,
Oh, like a hall.
like a hall.
Like at a Courtyard Marriott.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
And then is there a dance floor?
There's a dance floor.
And you like that? What
I'm
don't
just saying-
you like about concerts?
I don't like things about concerts because like okay, when I say concerts, I'm talking about mid-level artists. When you're like Eminem, Lil Wayne, Travis Scott, That's a performance. Like, that's crazy. I'm talking about somebody with a mic and they're like, Kurt bangs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What a
Cobain?
fool. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I haven't heard of
I
it. Like,
saw him
10
live.
years.
That's why I bring him up.
Yeah, he probably sucks.
Sucked. Horrible. He's an auto-tune artist. Great music. I loved his music. I love his stuff that's coming up. But then he got super drunk, horrible performance at a club, and I'm just like, this is shitty. I don't like this experience.
So as someone who enjoys concerts,
That is you.
hip hop tends to suck.
That sucks.
It can be great.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick Lamar, I saw him at most of my experiences at Coachella. I get all my concerts in at once, but
That's why I'm asking you, because you're Mr. Coachella to me.
Coachella is a whole different vibe because it's like the greatest shows you'll ever see. It's all put together and there's so many. So if you don't like something, you can just go to something else. But with hip hop,
And you're not talking about Ramadan when you say Coachella. You're talking about Coachella.
the hell are you talking about? Ramadan Coachella?
Because, Mo Amer said Ramadan is the Coachella for Muslims.
No,
So you're not talking about
I'm
that.
talking about Coachella as we know the actual Coachella.
Got it. So to Afghans that don't know what Coachella is, how would you describe Coachella?
It's a music festival.
Okay. And that's it?
It's one of the biggest music festivals in the world.
Where you have a chaima?
Yeah. We camp.
Okay.
So we camp there for 3 days in the desert, and then we party and listen to music all day.
And each tashnabnis by Kulja Job Chaikani?
They have porta potties,
Okay.
but they also have nice bathrooms, like in the campgrounds.
Got it. And you're paying for this experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I think they know what Coachella is. Please go ahead. As a person who goes to Coachella and goes to concerts, what is your thoughts on the concert experience?
So what I was saying was with hip hop, it tends to not be as good because rap artists are cocky, so they always show up late. When they do show up, they half-ass it, and then they expect they have like a huge ego thing. Is what I'm noticing. My least favorite the thing is I love hip hop more than anything.
Yeah.
Like rap. So like I would go when I first started going to Coachella. Those are the people I wanted to see.
Facts.
And then after a while, I was like, this is kind of whack. I prefer like the EDM
Yes.
or like a live band or something.
Does like the drug of choice that evening factor into the music you want to listen to?
Yeah. But there are some great performances. Like I saw Vince Staples one time. It was fantastic.
He seems like he'd be dope.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, Brockhampton. Like there's a lot of performances that stuck with me.
True.
But a lot of them, like I saw the Migos and they showed up like 30 minutes late. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
I see.
So, hip hop's one thing. EDM is just like, it's so great to just be there live and just feel it. And then, you're obviously on drugs.
Yep.
And it's just next level.
What's your preferred drug at Coachella or any music festival?
What it was for the longest time was MDMA.
Okay.
But I've been on antidepressants lately.
Okay.
And it didn't really work this year as much. Apparently, I'm taking like micro-dosing Molly every day when I take my antidepressants. So like regular ecstasy didn't work this year for me. So, just weed and alcohol was dope.
I want to...
And maybe like acid.
I want to speak more on that, but I want you to just finish your thought about just why concerts are great.
Yeah, it's just... the thing is like, I used to hate concerts also.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like, the music doesn't sound as good. It's way better. Like a studio album is way better.
Facts.
But there's something about being there on drugs around everybody else who's like in the same mindset as you.
Yes.
That there's just like this warmth, this vibe. It's kind of corny, but it's just like this collective. I don't know. There's something to be when you're in a giant group that all kind of agrees and is having a good time together. It's like, why go out to the club when you can just like, get a dating app? Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes being in the club is like its own experience. It's fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you're kind of going specific to Coachella or festivals, but let's say any concert.
Yeah, any concert. You can do drugs in any concert.
You
but
can,
but also like I saw like Martin Garrix live.
Okay.
Who else did I see? I've been to Bill Graham a few times.
Okay.
And it's a fun experience. You're dancing and like, I don't know. You dance. It's like going to a club, but it's like live. So it's a little bit more energy. It's a little bit more focus on one thing.
And it's also outdoors, right?
Coachella is, but not the concerts I go to.
I see.
Yeah, I don't
Martin Garrix, I would assume, would.
That was indoor.
That was indoor?
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Because Bill Graham is like a big thing in San Francisco.
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sick. I mean, the best concert I've gone to thus far is Lil Wayne.
Okay.
He came to Vancouver, and
Yeah,
I think he just came back from
Was it
Europe
fun?
at that time. Was it fun?
Yeah.
It was all right. I feel like it was okay. I don't think I had fun.
Why not?
I was sober.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to have fun doing anything. So
Yeah, that's also true. I guess I was in college around this time, but it was more so like I was really into hip hop. I was learning. I was like a student of hip hop at that time. So, and I still am. But I was just when I saw Wayne, I'm like, whoa, this guy is like just by performing, like I'm like I could hear his vocals. It wasn't like a voiceover kind of thing, and I appreciate that. And I'm like, wow, this guy's like has so much stamina to go for.
Yeah. There's a lot. And then memorizing all those lyrics.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I don't know how they do that.
Well, you can. It's repetition, right? So it's just like you say it for a while. But the part was like there was like a light show, there was fire, there was like that was the first time I saw Nicki Minaj. Also, Nicki Minaj was on tour with him.
Yeah.
And then like there was a few other artists there too. But like that was an experience. And I'm like, yo, this is sick. And every time nothing is like that, then I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. You set the bar pretty high with Wayne.
I know.
That's a great performance. But yeah, but the thing is, there's a lot of performances like that. You just gotta find them.
Okay.
But if you watch like a low level one, yeah, it's gonna suck.
Can I ask you a question about being Afghan and doing drugs?
Okay.
Have you ever felt a type of stigma for trying drugs?
100%. Yeah.
Interesting. How old were you when you first tried drugs?
First time I smoked weed, I was like 13 or 14.
Okay. And that was your first like drug?
Yeah.
What about alcohol? First time you had
I
alcohol?
think it was the same age. 13 or 14.
13, 14.
Yeah.
And then how soon did you get into other things like psychedelics?
That stuff I didn't do till much later. Well, I guess MDMA I did when I was like 18.
MDMA.
Yeah.
What's the difference between MDMA, ecstasy, and Molly?
MDMA is Molly. They're the same.
Sure.
Ecstasy versus Molly. Molly is just more pure. Ecstasy is like a pressed pill, and it tends to have other shit in it that makes it really strong.
I see.
Yeah. A lot of times it just has like meth or like heroin or something in it.
You've tried acid as well?
I've done acid, yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite drug?
MDMA.
So now
But it doesn't really work on me anymore because of the antidepressants.
do you know the name of the antidepressant that you
Lexapro.
Lexapro.
Yeah.
Is that the most popular one?
Yeah.
And
People who take antidepressants,
Yep.
Molly doesn't usually work on them.
So
Even if they like took it like, because I dated a girl I went to Coachella with, she took like antidepressants as a kid,
yeah.
and when she would do Molly at Coachella, they didn't really do anything.
Whoa. It's like that long lasting.
Yeah.
The
So,
effect.
yeah.
So is it kind of like you burn the receptors? What's the science behind it? Do you know about that?
Well, it's just like I don't know the science, but I'm assuming it's like Lexapro is like it releases serotonin,
Okay.
and Molly does the exact same thing, but just on a higher level. But if you've been releasing it so often, it doesn't. You need like a lot of MDMA for it to actually work. And I'm afraid to do
True.
too much. So I don't want to break my brain.
And like, how do you like solve that? Do you have to like cycle your antidepressants in order for Molly to start working again?
No, I think Molly just doesn't work for me anymore.
So you're just off Molly now? Is that what that means?
I just can't do Molly. It's not like I did Molly often.
I know, but
I did it like once a year. But like, I just can't. It doesn't work anymore.
Molly's out. Okay. What about acid? Do you still feel the effects of acid?
Yeah, I didn't do acid this year. I don't really like acid. It's a lot.
You don't like
It's
acid.
too much.
What do you mean by that? Like,
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a very heavy feeling.
do you know the Farsi words for drugs? Because I know chars, which is weed,
Yeah.
and sharab,
Hashish.
alcohol. Hashish
Yeah.
is what?
It's like
Hash?
it's like weed and opium or
Yes,
something.
I know.
But-
Okay, Hashish, got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
What about like samaruk?
Mushrooms?
Yeah. Nice. Well done.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't like mushrooms. I don't like psychedelics.
You don't like regular mushrooms or psychedelic?
I like the food mushrooms,
yeah,
but I don't like psychedelics as far as drugs.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like people say it's like doing mushrooms is like going to like 10 sessions of therapy. I'm good, bro. I don't want to go therapy.
Everyone tells me. Everyone's like, yo, man, you haven't done mushrooms? Oh, man, you got to try it or something like that. I tried like a micro dose of a mushroom
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me like, have you tried Adderall?
Yeah.
It gave me like an Adderall feel. Where
Love
I was
Adderall.
like, done. I want to get shit done. But the two side effects were like, I was super dehydrated and I was feeling like so dehydrated to the point where I was cramping. My legs were cramping and I had to like drink water. And the way I consumed this mushroom was that I saw this other dude doing it on YouTube where they make it into a tea. So they take the mushroom, they put boil hot water or whatever, and then they sip the tea, and it's like a microdose version.
Yeah.
You know? So I didn't go hard with mushrooms. I know some of my boys just like pop like
Yeah,
multiple.
I've done a decent amount. I've hated it every time I've done mushrooms.
And you still are like, maybe this time.
No, I haven't done it in forever. I haven't done mushrooms in like 5-6 years.
What about that saying where they're like, you have to be in the right mindset?
Yeah. I'm never in the right mindset. My mind is broken for it. I also hate nature.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about nature.
You want to be like in a nature setting. You want to be around people you trust. I don't like nature. I don't trust anybody.
These are good traits to have.
Yeah, it's a very thing. I don't know. It's just not for me. Acid is like mushrooms and Molly combined.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, that's a lot.
It's a lot. So it's like
How long does it last?
8 hours
8 hours.
for acid. No one told me that the first time I did it.
And is it always that little tap that you put in your tongue? Or
Just
is it
like
different?
I ate a mint.
It's like a mint.
I had a mint.
Oh, was it the one that's dipped in it?
Yeah.
Okay,
They
got
put like drops of it on a mint or like a sugar cube or something,
Mm-hmm.
or like it's mostly just tablets.
Does it take a long time for it to kick in?
Took me like half an hour, I think, if that.
Is it like whoa, or is it dun, dun, like a grade?
Yeah, it was gradual.
Okay,
Yeah,
gradual is good.
It's the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life.
Okay.
And it's like there's a lot of laughing. It's like because you feel good and you're like seeing stuff. And my trip was a little intense. I talked about it on Comedy Central. They never aired it, but I got stuck in a porta potty for like
Okay.
2 hours.
Were you actually stuck, or were you like doing the most?
I was trying to get away from things.
Okay.
So I was like kind of locked myself in the porta potty.
And you thought you were permanently locked?
No, I felt safe in the porta potty. That was
Okay.
my safe space, away from everything. I
And
wanted to get away from everybody.
how long were you in the porta potty?
Like an hour or two.
Was there a lineup?
Well, there was a lot of porta potties, so that was also late. But it was also super late, so it was hella dark. So I couldn't see anything. I had a little red light on my head,
Why?
just so I could have some sort of light. I don't know.
Oh, you at a festival?
I was at a festival.
Okay,
This is
got
like
it.
Coachella. It was like a long time ago.
I see.
And then I realized like I can't stop seeing what I'm gonna see. So it's like, all right, just close your eyes, live it up, live in the moment. All right, just embrace the trip. And I closed my eyes, and then I just like started tripping, like dreaming, kind of.
Yes.
Like I was aware that I was seeing stuff, so like I could open my eyes and be like, all right, I'm back in the porta potty. But I was like, I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. I'm gonna ride this out. And I like dreamt, I guess, that I was an Asian businessman. And
Like, wait, what kind of dream was this? You're awake and you're dreaming, or like you're sleeping? Wait,
it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like I'm asleep, but I'm awake.
those are just opposite things that you're saying.
Yeah. Well, it's like, because when you do acid, you don't like full on like transport to somewhere else, right?
Okay.
It's not like it's crazy. Oh, most of that you just see a lot of like fractals, I think this was called, and like lights and like stuff like
Okay.
that. That's what you normally see if you keep your eyes open. If you close your eyes, you get, I don't know, I kind of force my brain to like dream. I was trying to like sleep in the porta potty.
I see.
I just wanted to get away from everything. I just wanted to like turn my brain off. So I would close my eyes, and every time I closed my eyes,
Was your pants down, by the way?
my pants were off this entire time. Yeah,
Okay.
I was sitting on the toilet.
Were you pooping?
I was trying to poop.
Were you constipated?
No, I just didn't need to poop. I was just paranoid
Okay.
that I was gonna poop.
Okay, got it. No problem. So your pants are off. You're closing your eyes and you're imagining that you're an Asian
I'm an Asian businessman.
Man. Okay,
Asian businessman.
got
I'm
it.
working in my office.
Okay.
Right, I have like a pinstripe suit, like typing stuff, whatever. Some homies come in. Some other like, hey man, we're going after work. We're going to this show. You want to come?
Yes.
I'm like, all right, cool, man. So me and my other Asian businessmen, we all go to the show. We're sitting there. It's a comedy show.
Yeah.
And we're watching these comedians and they're killing it. It's so much fun. And then I see myself on stage.
God damn.
I see Dauood,
Oh
and
shit.
he's killing it. He's doing very well.
That's
And me as an Asian businessman was like, I want to do what that guy does.
that's so dope, bro.
And then like I kind of woke up and like I
Did you
reaffirmed.
just sell everyone on acid?
Yeah, dude. But the thing is, as someone who doesn't want to do therapy, it was a lot.
Okay.
It was very reaffirming in my life.
That's
like,
amazing, bro.
kind of like, all right, man, it's okay. You know, because I always thought like, what if I wasn't a comedian
Yeah.
and I was an Asian businessman instead? Turns out I still want to be a comedian.
You still want to be that brown comedian.
Yeah. And then I put my clothes on. I went back to my little area, and I was hella afraid I was covered in poop.
Yeah.
because I was in the porta potty, so I kept changing my clothes like 3 times.
That is fucking crazy, bro. That's sick, man. I always love hear when people talk about like an honest experience with drugs and just give you like this was not good, this was good, and shit like.
Most of the time, shrooms, every trip I've had is bad.
Okay,
because it makes my stomach hurt and you sweat and like all this. It's just not.
I see
it. Acid is a lot of fun, but it's 8 hours. Nobody told me it's goddamn 8 hours.
Got it.
I took it at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight. Nobody. So it's rough. I don't recommend I don't like psychedelics. I don't even like weed that much.
Yeah.
So it's.
But every Afghan that I've met, especially in the Bay, they're all like potheads. They all
really?
smoke a lot and they hide it from their family members, but they hide their whole lives actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I can't really, but they're like, they're at a point where before they start work, they'll do a bong chop. Like I'm talking about like weed is just constantly in their system that I'm just like, oh shit, bro. Like when are you not here?
I can't function like that. I don't like I like drinking, but even that I've cut down so much.
Got it.
So I'll drink sometimes on the road. But
I like drinking. I think drinking is probably my favorite. Like it's something that I can do with somebody else where I'm like, oh, like this is enhancing this experience.
yeah,
If weed is involved and probably shrooms, I'm just guessing.
yeah,
I'm just like, yo, don't get away from me.
yeah.
Get away.
Weed, I can't be around people.
Okay.
If I smoke weed, you see me, I get high. I'm like, all right, time to go. See you later.
I don't know. You say that, but to me, you've been cool.
When have I been high around you? I've been like high around
We
you.
were
twice.
at Pasha Lounge.
Was I high there?
We smoked like a very small joint. It was like not crazy.
Okay.
It was like one of those mini joints. Remember, it took so long to open that fucking pack.
for that. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like, why? And then afterwards, we just
Yeah, I think that was so we could eat.
so we could eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm hungry, it's different. I'll eat.
Yeah, okay.
I don't talk as much.
Because then, so then we ate, and then afterwards we talked a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I like to just get high and disappear.
Okay.
I like to be alone.
That's-
So it's not an alcohol. I've drank so much over my lifetime. I'm just like, I think I've done enough. So,
What's your drink of choice
tequila soda.
right now,
Yeah, every
or always been tequilas?
Oh, my drink. I used to love Fernet. Do you know about Fernet?
You give me Fernet.
Yeah, so I was a big Fernet guy for a long time, and then I looked at the calories and stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
all right,
shit.
tequila soda from now on.
Nice.
And tequila soda it makes me feel good. It's not too. It also doesn't give me hangovers as much as everything else.
You're a vodka person.
Yeah, when I was younger, like
Okay.
vodka cranberry and stuff.
Got you.
Yeah, vodka Red Bulls.
What about like Jack or any?
So yeah, when I started drinking, like when I first went to bars, you start off with like Long Island iced teas, and then like Adios.
do you start with a Long Island?
That's what I started with.
Got it.
Give me the strongest, sweetest shit you got. And,
Nice.
like, I hated it. And then I went to Jack and Coke.
Cool. Jack and Coke solid.
And then I did Jack and Coke for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started going tequila Sprites or no, Jameson ginger ales was a big thing for me.
Interesting.
It was delicious.
I like Jameson. Jameson by itself is pretty good.
Yeah.
With ginger ale, interesting.
Jameson ginger ale was
I'll
my
try that.
thing.
I'll try that.
And then it slowly became tequila as my thing because it's just like calorie wise, health wise, taste. And I like doing shots more than like cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it makes sense. But I like I said, I've cut the drinking down significantly. It's just exhausting.
Got
It's
it.
always. And I don't like performing drunk anymore.
Okay.
I used to do it a lot.
Yeah. Was it nerves before?
No, so pre-COVID, I never drank before on stage.
Oh shit.
I had a rule. I was like, you can drink after, but you never drink before you go on stage.
Got it.
And you never smoke weed. I've been high on stage. It's the worst performance I ever had.
Yeah.
But then during COVID, I just started drinking more because I wasn't doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll drink when I'm on stage. And then I was having hella fun and the sets were going well. But then I watched the footage of myself and I was a little poofy and like my eyes are a little like it wasn't a good look.
I see.
But people were still having fun. Like nobody could tell.
So this is just a personal preference.
Yeah, and then I just stopped. But then it also like I learned about like alcohol and how it gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
And that's like I'm trying to cut back on all stuff that gives me anxiety. So
That's
no more
interesting.
booze.
Okay. Solid.
I still drink, but I do it like once a month if that.
I like people who've like drank a lot, smoked a lot or whatever, and have found a balance.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
it is, you know?
That's like the best thing. Because like I know a lot of people that are like, yeah, I used to drink, I used to smoke, but now super
Nothing.
halal, everything like whatever, right? And I'm just like, good on you, but now you're just on the extreme side of one thing and extreme side of the other, which is like you shouldn't have even started drinking if that's what you were gonna
It
be.
still controls your life. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is the opposite way now.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah.
You got some bars.
Dude, I've been to AA.
Damn.
No, I'm joking. But
Dauood syndrome.
yeah.
I didn't believe in AA, but then I went there,
Yeah.
and then it didn't work. I became the only case that didn't work.
Yeah.
12-step program based on Christianity.
Yeah. It's super religious.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else were we talking about?
I mean, I just wanted to know your thoughts about alcohol, what you drank, and then
What do you drink?
I went vodka, Jack and Coke or whatever. And then when I went to Spain, 2015, I discovered gin and tonic again, and now I'm gin and tonic.
I hate gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, gin and tonic is my drink. It's bitter a little.
Shit. And then it has a lot of calories.
You know, alcohol does.
Yeah, but
Okay.
tonic has calories in it.
Okay. What if you just get gin and sparkling water?
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Tonic water is surprisingly bad for you, even though it tastes terrible.
Damn.
It's just it has hella carbs, it has hella sugar, it just has hella it tastes like shit.
It has. Damn. Okay, then maybe sugar-free tonic is what I need to look for.
Yeah, or tonic water. Yeah, just carbonated soda water.
I have a question for you. Would you ever start a weed or alcohol company?
Yeah, I think it makes more sense for me for a hookah brand, right?
Sure.
Or a gun company.
Oh, a gun company?
Yeah.
Do you mean a belt instead?
What do you mean a belt?
Because then people could use the belt for putting it on and then also taking it out to beating their child.
No.
Oh, okay,
Like
sorry.
a gun.
Oh, like a gun.
Like a gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why?
I think, cool to have a gun company.
I know, but what? How would you? So you're the face of it?
I could be the face of it.
Okay, and be hey, use this gun because
Yeah.
I know all about guns.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you need to be like a sharpshooter or something, one of those guys that are
I see what you're saying.
you know what I mean? Then it's oh, we should get.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying because
Yes.
basketball players, right? Jordan, obviously, that's the obvious things.
then you're yes, I want those.
You want that.
Yeah.
But do we look at booze and be I'm gonna get the Rock's booze because he's an alcoholic? Nah, dude.
No, I look at booze and weed because I'm those are cool things to do. A gun is I need to
The gun is even cooler than those things. You know what the best is? Combine all three. That's the best. That's the most fun you'll ever have in your entire life.
Yeah.
Get high and drunk, grab a gun.
Go.
It's the most fun.
And then your belt.
And then your belt.
Exactly.
Yeah, bring a belt to a gunfight. See how that works out. You probably win, to be honest with you.
Chokes himself just to get hard, and then afterwards shoots everyone. We're damn, we did not expect this.
Did not expect that. Yeah, what's the belt for? I'll show you.
You're what? He's gonna harakiri? No,
Nah, dude.
he just gains so much power
By choking himself?
by choking himself. I don't know if you've ever seen this movie by Robin Williams called The World's Greatest Dad.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah, very sad.
sad.
Yeah, the son, the way he
Son.
passes. Yeah, he writes a suicide note for his dad. The dad writes a suicide note for him, I mean.
And that becomes popular.
Yeah.
Great concept.
It's such a funny way to die.
It is.
It's so funny to die jerking off. The safest thing you could do.
Jerking off to a still image in the 2000s.
Wild times.
Yeah.
I never really did it.
The still images?
Yeah.
Not even at a Sears catalog?
No, never Sears Cal. I saw porn when I was a child.
Oh.
But
Well, hold on a second. Your family owned a video store.
yeah.
Got it. Should I believe that?
No, we could talk about it, but I don't think we have enough time to talk about it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That was it.
Yeah.
Your family. So you had access to
I had access to
pornography
everything
at
right
any
away.
time.
Yeah. My first memories are porn.
Got it.
Yeah. Pretty fucked up.
That makes sense why you don't like blowjobs. All right.
Is that, well, how does that make sense?
Because if you've seen clips of girls giving fellatio to men, you might be I don't want my penis to do that to happen to my penis. You're a child, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is weird. Let's move on.
Okay, thank you. But all right, so you would want a company that is weed, guns, and alcohol. But what's your thoughts on Afghans that are doing all of those things, but then in front of people they're super?
That is an interesting question. I think, I don't know, man. This is a deeper question because it makes me think the people who sell tobacco.
Yeah.
Are they harming Muslims?
Yes.
So are they culpable? Is that a sin? Is that haram what they're doing?
I think so. It's
What about
harming the body? So yes.
What about the guy who's selling them fatty ass kebabs? You know what I'm saying? like artery clogging rice. Is that you again?
It's the heat. Yeah.
All right. We'll probably wrap up anyway.
Yeah. We'll stay with that guy.
Yeah.
I would say the hearty kebabs one is a little bit different because it depends on your body and how that would react to it. Because some people can process the fattier meats versus tobacco and nicotine. We know specific.
Oh, what about the ice cream guy?
Talk to me about the ice cream guy.
Ice cream guy selling your children ice cream,
Yes.
getting them diabetes and shit.
That's okay. Not exactly true, because that is if you have a little bit of ice cream, like in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
But no, not
everything.
tobacco and cigarettes.
I think tobacco and cigarettes in moderation.
They're saying one cigarette is equivalent to 15 minutes of your life.
How much is one ice cream bar?
I don't think
Probably 15 minutes.
it can't be the same thing because we're trying to mimic something that exists in nature. Like fruits exist in nature.
Yeah.
So we want something sweet.
No,
You don't connect that?
I don't think so. Because it's one thing if it's like organic and fruity.
Okay.
It's a lot of times it's just like high
But
fructose
over
syrup.
time, it's turned into that because we want
Of
the
course, yeah.
the high.
But it's the purest. This is the point where it's like,
But what
terrible
is the
for you.
natural smoking that happens in society, like in nature, that we're trying to replicate by burning
licking frogs. I don't know.
licking frogs? That's a good point.
Or like eating shrooms.
Eating shrooms is a good
You know
one,
what I'm saying? Like,
but smoking specifically. How do you smoke naturally? Because let's forget about Prometheus right now.
yeah, smoking naturally.
And then you're like, well, our ancestors must have had something to deal with this.
Well, they definitely did it for like stress and stuff, probably. But like,
yeah,
just like,
or
peace pipe,
psychedelics,
you
like
know?
Rumi, he smoked hash.
yeah, but I don't know if there's a natural way. It's not a natural thing to do.
Do you think we should end the podcast on something that we have not figured out, which is this? What is?
Leave a comment.
Do you think we have guests that have listened to this point?
I have
And
no
maybe
idea.
we can tell them to say something specific because they've heard it at this point.
Yeah, what should they say?
I don't know, something like, I love mango.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Type in I love mangoes if you made it this far.
Thank you guys for making those.
It's gonna hurt when we see no mangoes in the comments.
Exactly.
My egos can't handle it.
Unless mangoes are like a different, like it means something else.
Like peaches
I was going to be
or like eggplant.
I was going to say the other one. Watermelon.
I see.
Watermelon means something, but what if mango means something else?
We'll find out, dude. Maybe it's like
It's like Taiwan.
yeah.
Right?
The
the
Taiwan Liberation Group.
Or the Filipino Lady Boys.
Okay, yeah. Either one, I support all these groups. So
We support everything. That's what we learned today in this pod.
thank
But-
you.
Thank you guys for listening thus far. And hey, bro, this has been fun.
This has been a good episode. I had a good time.
Good shit, bro.
We uncovered a lot of things.
We have.
Type in mango.
Thank you, everyone. Type mango.
You're watching AwJiz Boys Show.